The man was forced by his brother to eat a moldy cake from the trash, but during the graduation ceremony, he stunned everyone. And it all started on his birthday. It was supposed to be his special day, but his brother gave him a rotten cake he picked up from the garbage, and even forced him to eat it. All because he scored only 250 on his college entrance exam, and was called a useless loser, while humiliating him. His brother also insulted their deceased mother. Faced with such cruel shame, the man didn't even have the strength to fight back. But just then, I kicked the door open and stormed in. Without a word, I kicked the bully to the ground, then warned the man's brother coldly. If he dared touch the man again, he'd pay a heavy price. But the brother didn't care. Relying on his numbers, he ordered his men to attack. But to his shock, I knocked them all down in seconds. Panicked, he finally realized he had messed with the wrong person. I then pulled out my phone and told him I had recorded everything, including his bullying and insults toward their mother. What he feared most was their father, a man obsessed with family reputation. If the video got out, his life would be over. Under my pressure, he had no choice but to kneel and apologize to the man and his late mother. After driving the bullies away, I looked at the man drowning in self-loathing and felt both anger and pity. I told him he wasn't bullied because he was stupid, but because he was weak and ran from everything. Instead of begging for a father's fake love, he should rise up and take back what belonged to him. I wanted him to set a goal, to drag his cold, heartless father down from the chairman's seat and claim his rightful place. My words hit him like a thunderclap. That night, I gave him a handmade birthday gift. He said it was ugly, but hugged it tightly. His eyes instantly filled with tears. From that day on, he changed completely. No longer the rebellious rich kid, but a study maniac who forgot to eat and sleep. The housekeeper was shocked to see him studying before dawn. She even thought he had gone crazy from a fever. But his change only brought more mockery. His brother showed up again, seeing him buried in books. He laughed and said a loser like him could never change his fate. Then he said, if the man became an outstanding student at graduation, he'd write his name backward. Hearing that, I raised the stakes. If the man succeeded, his brother would do a public handstand and eat poop at the graduation ceremony. The brother agreed without hesitation to prove himself, to shed the label of trash. The man began brutal study sessions, and I stayed by his side through it all, tutoring him, encouraging him, but what he didn't know was, I wasn't just anyone. During a break in tutoring, I got a mysterious phone call. They said the leader of an international crime syndicate had escaped, and as their top agent, I had to be ready to return at any time. After hanging up, I looked at him with mixed feelings, reluctant to leave. 3 days later, the graduation ceremony arrived. Even his father came. But at first sight, he coldly ordered him not to look up. He didn't want others to know this disgrace was his son. As the host read out the top students' names and scores one by one, the man's name never came. His brother laughed louder and louder. Their father's face grew darker and darker. The man's heart sank. He thought he had failed again. But I told him to lift his head. No matter the result, he was the student I was most proud of. Just then, the host shouted with excitement, announcing the #1 student in the entire school.